Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back again to Dante's Creation with the Journey series. Thank you for tuning in. You're welcome again. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the comments, the like, the shares. I really appreciate you. We decided to switch the gears now since the first episode to the sixth episode. We've been seeing only men, men, men. Now we found a lady for the first lady in the journey series. Her name is Maryam. She's from Indonesia, and she will be here to share her story and her journey, how she became a well-known barista. I hope you like the story and what she will be sharing with us. Thank you and enjoy.
Hi guys, my name is Maryam. I'm from Indonesia. First of all, I want to say thank you for Mr. Morgan for inviting me. I've been barista for 5 years. Today, I would like to share with you what is the moment that make me interest in coffee industry. So the first time I start to drink black coffee, it was I think it was around when I was 12 years old. So that time, my mom got diabetic, and then she have to stop to drink instant coffee, and she have to start to drink black coffee. So as a solidarity, I feel like okay, I will accompany my mom to drink a black coffee. So that time is my journey start with coffee. And how do I enter coffee industry? I think it was when I was around 22 years old. I have a friend who working in Starbucks, and she was asking me if I want to join with Starbucks. And in my country, which is Indonesia, Starbucks is a brand like when you enter Starbucks, you feel like scared because the people there is like educated people and it's expensive coffee. So when you want to enter, you feel scared like is it okay if I go inside like that. So to be able to work there, it made me very excited. First it's coffee, and second it's Starbucks. So I tried to apply the CV, and then they got interview. Then there I am. I was in one of the biggest Starbucks in Indonesia, which is in airport. This is my journey started. So my first day, like we get training in the what we call it, like their center, Starbucks center. We get training how to steam the milk, and then I remember that day I was make the milk flush because I froze it like on the top of the milk, not inside. So the first reason it was I joined with Starbucks because of the brand. After that, they make us feel like more into coffee. So we get more curious about coffee. What is coffee actually? The coffee history, the process in the coffee, and where is this coffee coming from? How people treat their coffee. Like it was beautiful journey because from there we notice like how you treat your coffee, it will give a different taste, different feeling, like halas, like any individual, it will get effect for your coffee. So from there I start to fall in love deeply with coffee. Like I want to know more what is chocolate, what is fruity, because honest, like when the first time we meet coffee, it's just bitter, not even sour, it's just bitter coffee. And then when we start to join, we start to know what is bitter, what is sour, or what is acidity. I was working in airport, so it give me change to meet a lot of people from different country, and I learned a lot because accidentally or without their notice, all of them have some similar drinks that they love to have. Like the example I remember when we have let's say it was on Saturday, we have flight from Korea usually midnight. So at that time, we will prepare like iced coffee. Why? Because all of them, they will take iced coffee. When we ask them what you like to have, they will say iced coffee, like that. Or from Japan, let's say, most of them, they will like frappuccino or ice blended. I don't know what make it like similar when they are coming from same country. Also, let's say from America or from England, they would like to have like Americano or tea with a little bit milk. It's like all of them almost have similar order, like no difference. And it's unique because we can learn what is their culture, like how they clean their table. Like from this country they will leave their table like this, from this country they will leave their table like this. It was so funny for us when we have customer from Japan, which is Japan, we know they are very disciplined person, and they were nice. They were asking like how I can throw this garbage, and we say like okay, we have garbage bin on that side, but they still confused. They were asking us like it's only 2 garbage bin, because they said in Japan they have 4 garbage bin, which is like one is for bottle cap, the other one is for the bottle, the third one is for recyclable, and then the other one is like for paper or something like that. So it's make us learn about their culture also. And then I met the Howard Schultz, the owner of the Starbucks, the CEO I think in the world. It was a good experience that I get a chance to meet him, sharing some story and sharing about coffee. I've been working in Starbucks like around 2.5 years, and I start to feel like, okay, what else I can do now? Like I want to know more about coffee. Because Starbucks coffee, I think that roasting profile, it was medium to dark roast. So I found a coffee shop in Kuwait, which is Arabica, and I start to feel like, okay, let me try to come here because they have their own roastery. So I want to know more about coffee, and I'm here in Kuwait, joined with Arabica, and this is where I start to meet with a lot of variable of coffee. It's quite hard to remember about the coffee, but again, we want to learn, so we just know it little by little. I start to drink like drip coffee, which is the flavor will more come out than the espresso, and maybe my tongues start to get used to it. From what I just know, it's only bitter, and then bitter and sour, and then bitter, sour, and sweet. Now I start to understand what is berries, what is chocolate. Only from there. Berries, chocolate, and then after that it's developed again from berry, chocolate, and orange. Until I remember I reached the part where I taste Tanzania, and that time I jump in the bar with my friend because I feel lychee, but I didn't check what is the flavor on the beans. So I just taste lychee, and then I try to share with my friend, and I didn't tell her what did I feel, and then she told me she tastes something like lychee. So at that time I'm so happy, we were so happy. So we tried to look for the packaging, we tried to find out what is exactly the flavor of the coffee, and we found out it was lychee. So that moment, it was one of the best moments for me with the coffee, when I can start to feel lychee in coffee. No more like just berry or orange or chocolate, but it's get detail. In Arabica, it was more exciting experience. Why? Because I met a lot of people from another country. I start to speak English because English is not our main language in Indonesia. So I start to speak English. I met a lot of partner from different country, different culture, different food. We living together, so we learn about the culinary also, what they have, what is their food, their traditional food. We start to sharing about anything, how we can work together as a team in the bar, how we have to communicate, because when we come from different country, we have different culture. Some, like, let's say for people from Indonesia, it's not good to touch the head like this, but from people from different country, it's just something like normal. So that time, it's like the time for us to sharing, like, how to share about your culture to other people without being rude. How about the customer here? The customer, it's just same wherever it is. Like, even when I was in my country, there were like the bad experience with the customer. Like, she was trying to pour the hot americano to us because she don't feel like it's a good coffee. It was back home in my country. So even here, there is bad customer, there is good customer. But I'm so lucky that I can say 70% of my customer, it's a good customer. They have, maybe because they have good education, so they can respect people.
How many branches did you work in percentage? Were you in percentage?
In Arabica, I was working in a lot of branch. I can say almost all their branch. Like, I start in Chue. From Chue, I moved to Gardenia. From Gardenia, I moved to Abu Al Hassani. And then we are opening team there. So we opened the store. It was quite a good experience also. How you can serve people, like, I used to call myself to make me feels good, like 1,000 cup of coffee hand. Because why? I start in airport, and in airport we make like 1,000 cups a day. So at that time, when we opened the store also, when we opened the branch in Abu Al Hassani, it was a good time, because I feel like this 1,000 cup is coming back, because the line was so long, like it's non-stop, like there is no gap for you even to just relax. Because the habit here in Kuwait, whatever is new, they are always curious. Whatever is new, they always want to see what they have, what will they serve. It was a long line. So at that time, we really learn how to have a good teamwork, speed. It also train our speed, and until we are running out of milk, cups. Even we don't have cups, we don't have water, and we don't have even electricity at that time, because it was new building. So I remember there were a time the electricity is went down. So that time we start to think about the business, how I can still sell something without the electricity. So what do I sell that time? Ice lemonade, ice matcha, ice chocolate. That's it. I don't need electricity to making all of that. So it was really good experience. From Abu Al Hassani, then I go back to Araya. After, it was also a good time. After from Araya, I start to move to Salhia. In Salhia, it was a small shop, but it was the warmest one. Why? Because all the customer every day just a same customer. Even we see them from far, we know already. This is latte, this is cappuccino, this is espresso. Like, we know already. Even we will know the line, the kiwi. Like, after this customer will be this customer. After this customer will be this customer. It's like habit already. From there, I moved to Salmiya in January 2020, which is the time when the corona came. At that time, it was the best moment I have. We were locked down, but here in Kuwait, when we were in full lockdown, some restaurants still open, but they only can take it as a like drive-through, which is we don't have drive-through. So what we do, the car will park in front of the store, and we have to come to the car, take their order, make their coffee, and drop it back to the car, because there is no one allowed inside the store. I can't say we are lucky because we still have our job, which is other people, they lose their job, they send home. So at that time we are lack of stuff. So we have to push ourselves to work around 12 hours, I think, like from 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. because it's the lockdown time. It was from 5 a.m. to 6 p.m. But at that time, because we are lacking of staff but more work. Why more work? Because not a lot of restaurant or coffee shop are able to open at that time. So a lot of customer coming to our shop because we were open. But at that time, why it's best? Because at that time where we really work as a team, where we really help each other, where we support each other, fill in like what they need, we will give them. We work like 4 people in one shift, and we are making more than 1,000 cups, I think. Like, and it's more work. Like we need to go to the street to take order, come back to the store, and go again to the street to give the order. And it was on summer, which is in Kuwait. The summer is like 45 to 49 degrees, but we make it. So that's why it was the best moment for me and my team that time. And then from there, I went back to Salhia. In Salhia, it's going back to become smooth when the situation is already a little bit normal. After that, I feel like 3 years I'm joining Arabica, I start to feel like more curious. People get more curious, and I start to feel like, what else now? I really interested about the process into the coffee, which is like into the beans. There is chemical reaction. There is like a lot of things that can affect the coffee. So I want to learn more. So here I am now. I'm in stockroom. I'm trying to learn more about how to develop the coffee flavor by roasting process. Like what will be the effect if we give like this temperature and this coffee for this time? What is the effect if we develop the time or something? This is what make me very curious about coffee. They have another coffee shop, which is we call it Babal Kaldi. And then in Babal Kaldi, I met a lot of friends, and here I met Mr. Morgan. It's not yet big. We are like 6 people inside, but it's warm. And I'm very sure we will get bigger with all of the team that we are having now. And see you around.